Hey guys, back with another build video. This is the case I'm going to be going for, similar to the last build that I did. As you can see, this is the Coolermaster Masterbox Lite 5, and this is the RGB edition, which is, you've got the three 120s on the front, which are all RGB. And again, similar to the smaller brother of this, which I did, which was the 3.1 I think. You have the tempered glass, and again it has 4mm tempered glass. And yeah, it's all compatible with these different RGB setups, which is just the straightforward 4-pin anyway. I've done Coolermaster before, which I actually like. I'm not too totally keen on their cases, but I don't mind their RGB setup. It's straightforward and simple, not like Johnsbow or whatever. But yeah, here's some simple specs, as you can see on here. You can have an ATX, micro, mini. You've got 3 on the front or 2 140s, which is what I'm going for. I've got 2 Coolermaster 140s, so they're going to go on the front. Utilize the other ones, and yeah, so there you go. So it's going to look pretty cool. I liked when I did the 3.1, it looked really amazing. If you've seen the last video, this is all acrylic. So this is sort of like a smoky, clear acrylic, and you can see straight through it, and it's something different, and I really like it. So anyway, I'll get it out of the box for you. You can have a look. Okay, it's completely out of its box now, and straight away there's some pretty cool features I'm seeing immediately. The one that I noticed straight away is that we just have 3.0, no 2.0 or whatever, so that's great straight out. I'm interested to know whether these swap over as well, like the previous video I did on the smaller brother. This is the 3.1, which is, this is the 5. Again, tempered glass, and can't really see the fans, even though this is sort of the same sort of stuff as the smaller brother. This is just acrylic, that smoke acrylic or whatever you want to call it. Another, yeah, so that's what I was thinking, but I can't really see. I'll take this glass off in a moment, but I'm thinking that those are just the other ones, which are the white and the black. But yeah, a little something slightly different. And anyway, we'll see. There's a bulge on the side. There is not. There is not a bulge on the side. Okay, well, interesting. Alright, give me a sec, I'll take off this side and then we can have a look what's in that box, and we can have a closer look at all this underneath here. I mean, you can sort of see, but you can't really see. Anyway, I'll take it off and we can have a look what's inside, yeah. I sort of throw this in because I've just gone to start undoing the screw, and then I've gone to come here and I'm like, oh, where is it? This is actually sitting in a bit of a channel, or a little bit of a lip. You can actually see there it is. So that's what it's actually sitting in all the way through. So you better hope that this is actually some half decent metal. You don't really want that getting bent and then it being sloppy and moving around or whatever and having sound issues or whatever. But anyway, there you go. So there's nearly all the tempered glass cases I've done, they've always had the ones down here as well. So I don't know if that's going to be... Anyway, it shouldn't really move around, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's not actually a channel for it to slip into. It's just this. So this itself obviously hooks over this here and stays in there. You see that there's actually screw holes there for it, but they've gone this way, putting that on there. So you know, it wasn't a channel. I was expecting it just to sort of slip out that way, but it doesn't. It actually, you got to put the glass in like that and then put it down as such. Anyway, there you go. Okay, now we've got the glass of the side off anyway, and so here's that little box that was similar to the smaller brother, what's in there. Obviously this one's got the black, so we're hoping that this just has the white and the red, I'm thinking, which it does. Yeah, so we've got a white and a red. I'm not going to really need to take them out, but yeah, they're just similar sort of as the last ones. And yeah, so there we go. So that's pretty cool. Okay, getting into it now. As you can see here, apparently this comes with a splitter, and it does. So you get like a 3-way splitter, which is pretty straightforward. And yeah, they're nothing really. I think these are like the pressure ones. They're not airflow. I think these are the pressure additions. So that's different. There obviously is enough room for a double radiator, which is what I'm putting in this. A lot of airflow. I don't know what's going on with the other side of that at the moment, but we'll have a look soon. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what that's about, but I'm guessing that's for an SSD as such. Just a normal fan on the back. But yeah, I mean, there is some cavity. I like this idea where it's sort of tapered, or not tapered, but it's sort of, it comes out a little bit. But then again, there's well and truly enough room for cables and whatnot else behind there, which is great. Yeah, same sort of bloody deal. Coolermaster, what the hell, man? Anyway, that might be enough. I don't know why they're doing that. Should give us so much more room, but this is pretty impressive though, so I'm pretty sure what I've got going or coming for this one is an 850. 850 gold. I'll probably go in there, but yeah, it's a good looking case. Well, again, I'll show you exactly what's all going to go in this, but if I can remember off the top of my head, I'm putting an i7-7700K in this and some other bits and pieces, M2 SSD, and yeah, I'm going for a GTX1070 Ti. So, but anyway, it'll look great, look awesome, especially with the double radiator and stuff. And it's all going to be completely RGB completely. The Ti that I've got is Aorus, so that'll look great as well. And yeah, I did actually go for a PSU. I went for a I think it's called a Cool Predator X 750 RGB, and that's a silver. But I don't know if I'll put it into this because it's useless, because I mean, it'll only be coming through here, which might light underneath it maybe. But I wanted to put premium stuff in this, so the other one that I've got coming is an Antec, and that's an 850 gold, and that's what I wanted to go for. It's a full modular as well, so that might help me with cable management and stuff. So keep this nice and clean. Anyway, so there you go, guys. You'll see soon everything I'm going to put into it, but I'm going to start doing the fans as such and getting it ready for the Mobo. But yeah, okay, I wanted to show you guys this as well. So this here is so the other ones just came off with screws. This is the third one down at the bottom. Now, from what I can actually see with this, is that this looks like it's just a press. Yeah, like just like a press stud sort of thing. Yeah, you can sort of see it. So it looks like it presses through, which is interesting. And the only thing is, good on you, Coolermaster. We're missing one from here, but anyway, I was wondering how it would come out as such. So looking at it, there you go. So that's all it does. It just comes out, and then yeah, then it's free. So I thought I'd just throw that. It's quite interesting that they're using this kind of thing, which usually you just see that on automotive parts as such. But yeah, there you go. Okay guys, these are the parts that I have brand new. The other parts that I have been second hand, or I've acquired them in other ways, but I'll get to that in a moment. But this is I've gone for this again. You've probably seen this in a previous build. I like this board. It's easy to use. There's loads of fan headers, and again, it's got RGB header as well on board. So tons of features. Love it. I can actually do big, small, whatever with it, and yeah, I like it. Price wise is good as well. Gone for this one as well. You've probably seen this as well in a previous build. I like this. It's straightforward, it's easy to use, and again, it's RGB, so you can't go wrong with that. This one here, I got this for a fairly decent price, new old stock, but as you can see there, it's gold. It's it's Bitfinex. It's not a bad brand, and yeah, it's got a full 140mm fan on it. So yeah, we're pretty happy with that actually. And obviously a pièce de résistance. This isn't a 1080, but it's just as good as I feel. This is a bit of a monster, this card. I've had 1080 Ti's before, but this takes the cake. You'll see this once it's in there. It's pretty crazy. And so this is something that I did acquire. So you can see here's the part number for this. There was no packaging or anything with this. This just come as is, and this came straight from Gel themselves. And so if you've probably seen this in a previous video, I had some trouble with some RGB, with some RAM itself. And I was contacted via Gumtree, and some gent had actually said to me, dude, I had exactly the same problem with mine. This is the exact email address, take this down, and I did. It's taken a bit of time, but it's taken all up. I think we're looking down the barrel of around about 3 weeks, but it's white and it's got RGB on the outside, so I would have preferred black, but anyway, this is where we're at. And yeah, so I do have some other parts. I had an i7-7700K, and that was the CPU on that one, and that's about it. That's about it, really. Anyway, I'll give you a look at the case now anyway, and it's yeah, it's okay. All here we are. This is all together now, and sorry I'm doing it this way on the floor, but you know, it's like 10:30 at night, so yeah, I'm trying to get the best light I can for you. So this is the RAM I was telling you about that actually came from Gel. It actually came today. It was pretty amazing, actually. I got it from Singapore, and it came, they said that they dispatched it on Friday. Today's Tuesday, so Monday. So yeah, not too bad. Went over the weekend. But anyway, so it's white. I'm a little bit disappointed. Would have been cool if it was black with the RGB, but anyway, it'll be fine. So obviously this is the graphics card I've been telling you about, bit of a beast, and yeah, so that's RGB, and you know, the Strix motherboard is RGB, and yeah, and this is what I've got, the 140s on the outside on this, and I've got the 120s on the inside, but it's yeah, super clean. I've got a 250 gigabyte M2 SSD on there, and yeah, and I've just got a 2 terabyte hard drive in there. Western Digital green, but apart from that, it's really cool. I'm really happy with it, actually. So I'll power it up. I always get a little bit nervous whenever I do this, but you know, I'm pretty confident with my work anyway. But yeah, well, I'll give you a look.